In preparation for the final episode, I decided to do some research about the game just so I could try and understand the perspective of the developers during the process of making the game. Along the way, I managed to find a copy of the television commercial that aired when the game was first released. Now, I apologise for the somewhat bad quality. This was the best I could do, unfortunately. Enjoy.
A bizarre crime has been committed. The public flabbergasted. Cops baffled. To John Q. Public, I say the scene is awful. Carnage, mayhem, despair, anarchy. The cool spots have been kidnapped, and only one spot is left to save his cohorts. He'll need your help. Make no mistake, you'll encounter crabs wearing underwear, demented cheese-slinging pajama mice, teeth with no head. But remember, that little cool spot is out there somewhere. You may be all he's got.
System and game sold separately.
So yeah, there's that. As well as this, I was also able to find an interview of one of the developers of the game, Rene Butin, held on the website Not Enough Shaders. Here he talks about his work as an animator for the game, coming in from the outside company Sunsoft. He also discusses some of the troubles he had working with licensed games, and mentions a few cancelled levels, such as a level where he'd be chased by a giant monster truck and would have to run along the wheels to avoid falling off. I wonder if some of these cancelled levels could explain the endless repeats in level design that we find in the latter half of the game. Perhaps if these levels had been included, the end product would have been different. And so, for the final level of Cool Spot, can you guess what we have?
Please tell me it isn't the
No! Oh,
I guessed right and I'm sad.
Life's a beach. Woohoo!
Life is hateful.
It's almost over. Right, the vast majority of the coins in this level, I'd say about 60 or 70 of them, are in the sky with these balloons, and the balloons move back and forth. Oh. But the problem is, they don't move when they're off screen, so there's supposed to be a rhythm, but the rhythm is completely offset because, you know, like, every time they go off screen, they pause. And there's a lot of fucking baddies, so...
Well, you don't want to go on the ground, really.
Yeah, but
are there any coins on the ground?
There are some, but not
great.
A horrible amount. They are mostly in the sky with these balloons. And the same problems I mentioned in the very first level happen, like there. You'll just go through the string on the balloon.
Yeah.
It's just...
Oh, I'm glad you can bounce on that. Not bounce, but
jump on
the speaker.
Yeah, the speaker.
Oh, I know. I think I understand the mechanics of this. It looks a bit like the bonus levels, really.
It looks a bit like
sand.
It looks a bit like every other level in the game. This game, like, it's probably one of the most basic platformers I've ever played, because at the end of the day, it's just, there's no power-ups, no puzzles, not even any boss fights. Like, there's not a single boss in this whole game. It's just run back and forward, shoot things, collect the dots. That's all you do. Literally, there's nothing else. Nothing at all. No puzzles.
Oh, God.
It's just the same thing.
Yesterday I was so queasy I couldn't sleep. You're making me queasier than I was yesterday.
Oh, this game. I've tried to kind of make this as entertaining as possible, but it really has been a bit of a chore. I hated playing this when I was recording it. I used to delay it as long as possible. Or, like, I'd record it and then wait for about a week before I'd do commentary for it, because I just didn't want to look at it again.
The music is obnoxious.
Yeah, you'll remember, actually, in the first level... In the first level, I muted the music for this, just because it drove me insane.
I'm fucking glad you did.
But
I hope we get something, like, awesome for all the uncola letters you fucking call.
Oh, we will, yeah, don't you worry about it. I could be telling the truth, or I could be lying. Probably lying. Oh, who cares, it's a final level. Like, I really didn't care about, you know, avoiding damage here, because at the end of the day, I went into this level with 3 lives.
So and it is the final one.
Yeah, it's 3 extra lives, I've nothing to lose, I'm not going to die 4 times.
The levels being cut actually explains quite a lot.
Yeah, I just showed in the introduction part of the video, I recorded that separately from the actual game footage. And it does explain quite a bit. Like, he mentioned that at least 4 levels were cut from the game. He only went into detail about the monster truck level, but if you think about it, we've had 4 repeats, so that would explain why. It might have been a deadline thing, where they might have had the level, you know, pretty much done, but it wasn't polished. So when the deadline for the game came around, they might have just had to cut it and said, okay, what can we do to quickly fill the space? So I can't really blame them for that. I mean, it happens, so, and development... Game development's a hard thing, like, it's...
Yeah.
I'll give them benefit of the doubt on this and say, okay, you know, it wouldn't have been a good game even if it did have those levels included, but hey, it would have been better.
As unfinished as Vampire the Masquerade.
I don't know what you're referring to, so I can't comment.
Oh, basically it was a game that they basically made all of the deadlines really far too close together, and then eventually the company making it went bust, and all of the people working on it were made redundant and that kind of shit in an effort to keep the game going. Then they released the game basically completely unfinished. And you can only play it nowadays if you install a bunch of mods to get it going.
Sorry to interrupt that thrilling story, but there's something I forgot to mention actually about the interview with Rene Butin.
Fair enough.
He actually commented saying that there were some difficulties involved. The reason they got him on board was because he doesn't actually work for Virgin Media, he works for Sunsoft, but they got him on board because there were some difficulties getting the animation effects that they wanted to work. Because if you see, like, just looking at Cruel Spot right now, he's a fairly well-animated character on a technical level.
Too animated, if anything.
Yeah. Like, it's not... they're not, you know, fun animations, but from a technical level, it's actually really quite good, considering this was the Mega Drive. And that was specifically what he was called in for. But then he got roped into doing level design as well. And he kind of hinted at in the interview that he wished they'd spent more time on level design than they had on animation. I don't know, maybe that was unintentional, but that was just the implication that I got from it. It seemed to me that they were spending too much time on the aesthetics of the game, which, as a marketing tool, because this is a marketing tool, I can kind of understand that, but it was like, we're going to make the game technically proficient, but sacrifice fun.
To be fair, this is what? Mega Drive, right?
Yeah.
And so if we compare this to the other caching game we play, M&M's...
Yeah, this is a lot better, to be honest.
It looks a lot better.
In terms of presentation...
I mean, I know PS1 is a pile of wank, but...
In terms of presentation, I mean, like, the music's awful, but the actual sound quality, so, you know, the technical quality of the songs, is actually quite good. And same for the graphics, like, they're not nice to look at, but on a technical level, they're quite impressive.
And they've done decent with the actual, like, sound effects of getting something, instead of just being obnoxious.
Yeah, so I'll give them credit where it's due. Getting on that balloon's a chore, by the way, as they move so quickly. But I'll give them credit where it's due. It's a good example of misplaced effort. They put effort into all the wrong areas.
Yeah.
Like, they just kind of focused too much on the wrong aspects of the game, and I think if they'd given it a bit more time, this could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been good, it would have been boring.
I think if they put some more into, like, you know, gameplay.
Yeah, or maybe actually, done something with it. Even just a boss fight, a few puzzles. Even if it's just a puzzle where you have to, like, line up some coloured switches, it'd be something different. Something to distract from the endless running forward and shooting, because that's all this is.
It just gets monotonous.
Just a power-up, an invincibility power-up, a power-up that doubles your speed, anything to add variety. Just give us something
That drum beat,
else.
it's seriously pissing me off.
I was so tempted to just shoot that cage there, but no, there are more coins I can get, and I'm damn well I'm going to get as many as I can. I think I give up in a few minutes though, because I try and get back up here and look for the rest of the coins, and you can probably guess what's going to happen.
You're going to fall, aren't you?
Maybe. Cock, I went through the balloon!
Oh, and you cut it out. Huh.
Yeah.
Something I never do.
Hey, guess what? Guess what?
It's over.
It's over!
Oh, come on, let's see our reward.
Alright, do you want to see the reward we get?
This has got to be good, because otherwise this is going to be a wasted piece of shite.
Hey, look. We got a high score, because no one else is stupid enough to play this.
And a
see a lot
gold
of people
cup
were.
that he's holding really weirdly. What the oh.
Cool.
Well, I'm liking the music for once.
Oh, this is the same song. I was really
without the obnoxious drum beat.
This is just the title music.
I know.
In an early version of this, I'd been a bit naughty, because what I'd done was I'd planned to edit out the credits and just replace them with random swears. And no, I'll be good, I'll show the credits. Let's see if we can find Rene Butin anywhere in here.
There he is, there he is.
Oh,
he
there
just
he
went
is.
by.
Yay. Thank you, Mr. Butin, for shedding light on this game.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I was quite grateful for that. I'll put a link to the actual article in the description.
See ya.
Right, do you want to know what our reward is? Forgetting all the letters.
Is it a cutscene?
No. Forgetting all the Uncola letters in the game.
Is it a bonus level?
No. On normal difficulty, will get you absolutely nothing. You know what you had to do?
Oh no.
You had to go into the options, change it to hard mode.
No!
And then, if you got all the Uncola letters and completed the game, you would be able to send off your cartridge of the game to the company that made it, and they could send you an action figure of Cool Spot, and that was it.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to know something that's even more depressing?
If only.
No, wait. This game made 97 in the 100 best Mega Drive games list. Let's look at some reviews. Some reviews on GameFAQs. This game got 8.5 out of 10, 7.2 out of 10, and 8 out of 10.
That's not cool.
Some of the actual reviews here. A review by Lethargy said, yes, it is cool.
I'm ashamed to be a fan of this. So, yes,
it is cool. He gave it a 9 out of 10 in his review. I love how he listed all of the things that don't work in it, but yet gave it a high score anyway.
I know, that's bad.
Very catchy music, apparently. Catchy like the bubonic plague.
Catchy as in annoying? I can go with that.
Catchy like syphilis.
Way.
Anyway, a review by Big CJ34 said it's not about Spot the Dog, because he just isn't cool.
Fuck you, Spot the Dog is awesome.
And there's a lot of just kind of aimless rubbish here, but we'll read out some of it anyway. If the fact that Cool Spot from 7-Up sounds strange to you, take a look at a 7-Up bottle can and you'll notice the red spot.
I'm sorry, Cool Spot could seem like a really cheesy game, but that's utterly rubbish. It's not. What? Yes, it is!
Yeah, this is a comprehensive review here. It says, not only that, sometimes you have to jump through a series of balloons that move around in a set manner.
Not everyone can use platforming ingredients in the same way.
Platforming innovation, jumping from balloon to balloon.
What idiotic...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh dear. And the other part of his review, the game itself can be as challenging as you want it, with 3 difficulty settings. Choose a harder one and you'll find more enemies spattering more ammo.
Choose a harder one and you can get a toy from the company.
Do you want to know how much the toy was worth? It was worth about 15 cents at the time.
I bet it's worth more now.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, he gave it lively, upbeat music, bright and colourful graphics, all the typical platform ingredients, 8 out of 10.
Not creating a pile of trash, but a decent platform game. Shut up, you lie.
Yeah, that's like saying you get a reward for being shit. This review is priceless. A review by Look, 9 out of 10 for gameplay.
What?
And he's horrible grammar as well. Like,
I know, I'm having difficulty with it.
Yeah, the only flaw is the aiming, because yeah, that's the only problem. Otherwise, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
A nice
almost 3D look
a nice aspect of the game is you're not just going left to right, you're exploring the entire level. You can go up and down.
No, I've seen a bit better for Genesis games.
Wait, excellent is a good word to describe the sound of music effects here. And the only thing stopping me from scoring this as perfect is the slight difficulty in shooting down certain enemies and the near perfect graphics.
You piece of I'm going to find out where you live and teach you what it is for this. It's a terrible game.
This review is priceless. I love this guy.
Why?
There is actually one review online, though, that I agree with completely. And this review, what was the name of the website? I've forgotten now.
Well, you better link it to me. Or link it in the video. That would have been a good idea.
Here we go. This guy, Alan Pessingham. I don't remember what website this was reviewed on. I'll double check it. I bookmarked it. But he talks about basically everything that we complained about in the actual review. Like you'll see here, he talks about the backdrops and enemies encountered change throughout, but it's very much a rinse and repeat approach to platforming. Collect tokens, rescue chum. Collect tokens, rescue chum.
Oh, I like that. He's very British.
Yeah, well, I can almost guarantee he is. But if we read this, like, he pretty much says all the things we say. The uninteresting platforming is so static and mundane that pretty much everything has been seen by stage 4.
The parallax scrolling background. Oh, I love this man. I love his prose.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much says everything that we do. If you were presented with a dictionary and forced to choose 3 words at gunpoint that described Cool Spot clearly, all of you would choose the words mundane, mediocre, platform, and bobbins in that order.
Yes.
I agree with him completely.
I agree.
Well, that was really an ordeal, wasn't it? But we got through it in the end via the real superpower of teamwork.
Oh, you bad man.
Of
We all know M&M's is better.
course it
Why is there a green girly M&M?
Why has he got a yellow stain on his shoe like he's pissed himself?
No, that's where yellow M&M has been kissing up to him.
Right. So, any final thoughts on the game we'd like to share?
I wish they'd done it with Cool Spot the dog.
Yeah, so do I, actually, yeah. But no, in all seriousness, it's just it's a below average game. It's not the worst thing. It's lazy, it's boring. I've played far worse, but it's not good, it's bad.
If anything, it's the kind of game you could take out of existence and no one should care.
Yeah, no one would remember this, really. So why did I remember it? Oh, yeah.
I said should rather than would.
True.
Okay,
well, no idea what the next video I upload will be, because I don't know when I'll be uploading this one.
It won't be as obnoxious as this game.
Possibly not,
Please
but no
can we do a
promises.
less obnoxious one next time?
Maybe.
And maybe I won't be so bitchy.
Toodles.
See ya.